Loosen the grip on heroin. This week, lawmakers will announce help for heroin addicts and their families. This at the state capitol. Some say it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, addiction counselors and law enforcement have told us that this is an epidemic. And so not only are they trying to help those in need, but they're also trying to hit the dealers where it will really hurt.
So our Matt Markham has been covering this story. He's been on it all day and joins us live now from the state capitol with what we should expect to hear this week. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Greg and Liz, and you really said it. Because this is such a big problem, lawmakers have actually been holding hearings and task force meetings throughout the state. You know, we've reported that, and they say that a lot of this is an unintended consequence, as you mentioned, of really cracking down on prescription drugs. So now the issue is handling something that originally was thought of as a city problem that's really making its way up north. Kate Gruhle turned her own story of struggle into action. She's an intern at the Addictions Care Center in Albany and became an alcoholism and substance abuse counselor, working with different organizations to educate the community. She says more treatment should be available to people like her own two children who have suffered through the addiction to heroin.
These 28-day programs, which get cut back to 14 or 10 or 5, aren't enough for someone who's addicted to heroin. They need longer-term treatment. They need different phases of treatment. And so many people who have decent insurance can't get their kids into a program.
Lawmakers will be introducing legislation to make more recovery money available and hold convicted dealers more accountable. Senator Neil Breslin sponsors one of several bills to be announced.
The worst you could do now, if you got a dealer who caused a death, would be a 4-year sentence. That's going to turn into a manslaughter, which means 25 years.
Senator Campanin chairs his House's Health Committee and sits on a joint task force on heroin addiction. He's also proposing legislation for insurance companies to more completely cover rehab services and put Narcan in the hands of more than just first responders.
The idea is also to make it available to parents who know their child has an addiction. They'll be fighting the addiction through trying to get treatment, but they also want to make sure they can save their kids.
That drug saved Kate's daughter, a new heroin user, when she overdosed at a friend's house.
They used Narcan on her, and I only found this out very recently, and it woke her up. It brought her back to life. I think Narcan should be in the hands of everyone who has the slightest possibility of being in touch or near someone who's an addict.
And not only did you see Kate in our piece today, but you may remember her from our special report on heroin that aired Thursday night at 7 o'clock. The pieces from that series are up on our website right now. One other thing that she told us was that perhaps going after the high-level dealers with stiffer penalties for them might be more effective, but for some of the younger dealers that are in all of our communities here, perhaps drug court might be a better way for them to straighten out their lives as well. Reporting live at the Capitol, Matt Markham, CBS 6 News.